Hi there, so in this video I'm going to be teaching you how to simplify algebraic fractions. So if you take a look at what I've got here, there's what's called an algebraic fraction. So both the numerator and denominator involve a variable which I'm calling x. Now what you do when simplifying these is you look for common factors in the numerator and denominator. These may not be obvious. There's a very good example of this. So, as you might be able to see here, the obvious one now, is that both the numerator and denominator are both divisible by 2, so all the coefficients of these terms are divisible by 2, and the constant terms are divisible by 2. So I divide the numerator and denominator by 2, this gives me that statement. I'm just going to put equals 2 over 2 is 1, so it's just x squared, 8 over 2 is 4, so it's plus 4x, and 6 over 2 is just 3, so it's plus 3. And then remember, all over, and you've got the denominator, 4 over 2, that's just 2, so 2x squared. And 4 over 2 is 2, so minus 2x. And then minus 8 over 2, which is just 4, so minus 4. Now you may be able to see that the denominator is still divisible by 2. So what I would do in this case, because it makes the next few steps simpler, is I would write it like this. So the numerator stays the same, and the denominator I would write as 2 times x squared minus x minus 2, as this makes it a whole lot easier to factorise these two quadratics, or actually just this quadratic. So, assuming you know how to factorise a quadratic, which I will cover in another video, I'll just skip the factorisation step, because that takes us straight to x plus 1 times x plus 3 over 2 times, let me just do this in my head, x minus 2 times x plus 1. Now again, this is a lot easier to look for common factors. That's the reason I factorised. So you can see that there's an x plus 1 in the numerator and the denominator. So dividing up the numerator and denominator through by x plus 1, this gives x plus 3 over 2 times x minus 2. But remember, you can never divide by 0 in a fraction. So we must have the condition that x plus 1 is not equal to 0. So that means that you could also rewrite it as x not equal to minus 1, subtracting the 1 from both sides. Now, I would say that would be my final answer, so let me just write it. So I've simplified the algebraic fraction, and I now have 2x squared plus 8x plus 6 all over 4x squared minus 4x minus 8 equals x plus 3 over 2 times x minus 2, with the condition x not equal to minus 1, and I would always put a comma before the condition.